What's up, y'all? What's going on? See if we can't get this going here. Skeleton cheeseburger, one true dragon Ricardo, Nebu. Shelly Lynn's here. What up, Shelly Lynn? Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Gonna do Prime 4, 5, and 6 today. How long I have to wait? An hour and 29 minutes. Good lord. Give me my damn present already. Jaime, what's up? Syndrome? No, I cannot hear you. You better dislike and unsubscribe. Jaime, Nikolai, it's critical. What's up? Anyway, getting going here on Prime number 4. Now, what do we have in Prime 4? You here to give me some luck? Well, I hope so, Shelly. I need it, man. See, Prime 4 is what? We got Return of Mal'Donis and Dark Awakening and Bastille Master. Let's see, let's do, which one we want to do first? Let's do Bastille Master first. And I'm should be on US West, y'all. PC. It's always PC. Their Syndrome, unless otherwise stated. Oh, it was a whole different game back then, Jaime, there's no doubt. Oh, just getting started here, Syndrome. Or, Ricardo. There will be more folks. There will be many more folks. Let's see. Do we want to go 2 here? Might as well. And I'm going to spawn camp it even though there's no core here just to make the map run quicker. So much DU. There we go. SciTech. Haven't seen SciTech in a while. Nah, there's no crossplay in DD2, sadly. That would be a wonderful thing. But there is none. We can hope for that in DDA. At launch, they're going to have cross saves, but they said that cross play is a goal. So I'm hoping. I mean, that would be awesome, you know, if they're able to get cross play going. No, the ice chip drops from the Drakenfrost Keep. It's a guaranteed drop. Let's see, let's do that just to be safe. So yeah, just run Drakenfrost Keep, you'll get one there, Skeleton. Let's see. We didn't do anything on this lane. Probably should do something here, huh? We want to just spawn camp it? Why not? Let's just spawn camp it. Oops. What happened there? Oh, I'm out of mana is what happened there. Alright, well, we'll just have to make do. There's no good way of farming tenacity. Mods are generic random drops from any map, with the exception of the special mods. The special mods being the Drakenfrost mods or the Pirate mods. Those you get from a specific place, but all other mods in the game are just random drops. So there's no way to actually farm tenacity. Your best bet is to farm reroll tokens and hope you get a tenacity in the process. Wow, that mana really... And there it comes. I was going to say, that mana just doesn't want to come out to me, huh? Let's see, I think we're good there. We don't need to spend all the DU. We should be officially spawn camped here now. When you're just getting started in adventure mode, use whatever towers you're the happiest with. Chaos 1, you want to just stay away from projectile defenses. So don't use cannonballs or ballistas or poison dart towers. Flamethrowers, flame auras, traps all work really well in Chaos 1. Nope, I'm old. Myself, what's up? How you doing? Appreciate you helping out all the folks in Discord all the time there, myself. Awfully kind of you. It's a 4-week rotation, Skeleton. It's week 1 right now. Frostfire is week 3. So it's a week from Monday night at midnight. This upcoming Monday night at midnight, Monday night of next week, it will switch over. And a week from then, it will be Frostfire. These flyers sure are making it in close. Maybe throw a few upgrades on this stuff. Out of juice. Out of juice! Gribbs is just dying. Tuskar's making it looks like. He made his big old booty through. Get an upgrade or two here, too. The mobs are healthy. There's no doubt. I should take care of that. No, I didn't say Frosty was last week. I don't recall saying anything, but if I was to say anything, it would have been Drakenlord's Soul, because that's what was last week. Frostfire Remnants was the week before. So it's like halfway through. Like I said, this is week 1. Frostfire is week 3. So you've got a week and a half to go. Well, I'm not in a position to help anybody on the Xbox Destroyer. If and when I log back into my Xbox account, I won't be helping anybody. I'll be asking people for help. Because the monk is my favorite hero. The monk and the EV2. That's why you always see me using the monk and the EV2. They're my favorites. I think that's probably good now. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to waste a mod slot on putting an element on the monk's right click. It will work, but that would be a little bit of a travesty to do on the monk, to be honest. I mean, he's got enough power. In an ideal setup, you can set the monk up where he can one-shot for more than the maximum amount of damage or health that an enemy can have. The biggest number allowed in DD2 is 2.14 billion. Well, you can do more than 2.14 billion on a properly set up monk with no element. So you would definitely not want to give a mod slot up to an element on the monk. In my opinion, anyway. Nice, Richard. Well, glad they're helpful, man. Welcome to the stream. No, I don't think the monk and EV are more powerful than others. They're just my favorite. There we go. There is the Bastille Master. Well, yeah. I said an ideal setup. Well, the most powerful monk setup is the nuke monk, is a hero damage monk. It blows away ability power monks. If you prefer to play an ability power monks are extremely powerful, but it doesn't compare to a nuke monk. The monk doesn't deal the highest DPS. The monk does the highest one shot for, one hit damage. Do exclamation basics in chat, Destroyer. That'll get you a guide to my new player guides and tutorials playlist. And any questions you have on all of the game's basics will all be there. Exclamation basics in chat. Herobrine, what up? Alright, moving right along. What's next? Blinking. What was in this poll again? I always forget. Let me see. Dark Awakening and Return of Mal'Donis. Let's just do Dark Awakening and get it out of the mix, out of the way here. It doesn't matter who does the highest, Lawson. There's many heroes that can out damage any mob in the game, so it just doesn't matter what's the highest. What matters is what's the most fun, and that's going to be a different answer for every player. You should play what you enjoy and not try to worry about, oh, this hero is better than that hero and all that stuff. Play who you like to play and make the most out of that hero is the thing to do. The monk and the EV2 are my favorite heroes. The monk is stronger than the EV2. So I am usually on the monk because of that reason. What's going on, Miracle Star on board? Oh, am I on US East? I'll have to switch after this map if I am. See, we don't need any flyer stuff on that one. Let's see. See if that leaves us enough. I'm on west? Okay. Yeah, I thought I was on west, but, you know. I have been on the wrong server before. It would not be a first. Man, I so prefer to camp them up here, but the guys that spawn in the middle just run through them. I guess I can do both. I can do the main build back here and set up a little free camp up front. Just to thin the herd a little here. Do something like that. Exclamation spotlights there, Nibu. Spotlights is all the hero and defense spotlights. I should add builds in as a alternate command for that one. What the heck? Alright, now what do we want to do? I kind of want to keep it really light over here, but I don't want to have to work too hard either. That gives me 70 left. We're going to have to watch any tricky javelin throwers that want to throw at the core from up here. And we're going to have to watch this lane for sure. Uh-oh. Oh, the mini-map is always so damn deceiving here. The captain looks like he's right on the core, and he's just not anywhere near it. When someone buys something, I'm not sure what you mean there, Destroyer. I better do this lane. Well, he's been parked here. Krauser been parked down here on this one. Bunch of mana lane anywhere, maybe? I could actually get rid of a couple of these and move them up. You know what? I think I'm going to. I'm going to get rid of that and put it over here to clear this lane out a little faster. He's parked there too. I'm sure we're probably fine. The hero that has the best shards and mods on it has the highest DPS, Royal. As far as like raw damage per second, it would be pretty close between like the monk, the dryad, the gun witch. The barbarian can put out pretty good sustained damage if you have them set up for damage. What's going on, IHOPS? How you doing? But the important thing to remember is that the game is a massive, massive grind game. It's a fresh group every map, Michael. It's public matches, first come, first serve. First ones to join gets in the match. But every match is a new group because I have to remake it to the different map. Hit this one up here. Hopefully we can ignore that then. Yeah, no doubt they did a great job designing this map. That's for sure. But I agree with you, it does take forever to run. A nuke monk and a right click monk are one in the exact same thing. They're raw. What makes it a nuke is the playstyle, not the build. The build is exactly the same. It's a hero damage build, you know. The nuke aspect of it is whether or not you choose to play that way. Like right now, this is a nuke monk, but I haven't nuked anything. I've just been spraying stuff down. It's exclamation nuke in chat. It's hero damage. All primary attacks are based off of hero damage. Whether it's your main attack or your alternate attack, it's all hero damage based for every hero. And then ability power is just for abilities only. Now, as far as shards go and mods, you have to look at each individual one. Some are based off hero damage, some are based off ability power. Nuke a boss. What to see? Get an opportunity for one. Where's this guy at? I don't see him. Or was he up top? Oh, no, there he is. There you go. Nuked boss. That's an easy one. I do 1.6 bill on crits. Actually, I haven't even checked it since I upgraded the rest of my gear. I should check that. I'll do that on stream here today. I'll figure out what my nuke is now. What's up there, Mr. Lilazo? Thaden, what's up, what's up? How you doing? Just ate pancakes. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know what. I haven't eaten anything yet today. I was going to eat before I started the stream, but I was a little bit late getting to set up. You have to go to the title screen. They're crying. If you go back out to the title screen and then click options, You're going to see up in the top right-hand corner, you can select your region. You would still want Focus Power Chip. It's not damage to melee enemies, it's increased hero damage. Focus Power Chip is required. You would literally do the exact same build, Royal. There's only one thing that you would even consider using, and that's Dragon Stance in the boots. But that's not going to be a very effective addition to a right-click build. It's literally the exact thing. If you take the exact 100% thing, that's what it is. This is a right-click monk. It's just a right-click monk and a nuke monk are the exact same thing. I don't know how else to put it. They are the exact same thing. You wouldn't change a single thing on the entire build. All it is it's a hero damage build. It's not anything special or fancy. It's hero damage. Stack as much hero damage as you can. Well, that's the exact same thing you do with a nuke monk. It's a difference in playstyle is all. I mean, I can still put out over 100 million DPS with my right click. You know. DDA is just a different art direction. It's different artists. I mean, Rusty, the main art director, is the same one. He's still there. But, I mean, it's a different art style, DDA is. It's real heavy on the cell shading. The maps, I think the maps look wonderful. Exclamation spotlights there, Nebu, will get you the entire playlist. If you're just looking for monk, then exclamation nuke. Yeah, you lose the other loot, Rigger. That's why you don't want to set your stuff to just pick up legendaries. I mean, unless you don't care about the gold. But everything else, it's not like DD1. DD1, everything auto-sold. Spotlights. High hops. Gotta get the S on the end, man. Yeah, it definitely always pick everything up in DD2 because it's free gold, you know. Gots to take the free gold. So for those of you that don't know, there's a Chromatic dev stream tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern over on Twitch. I'll be live right after on Twitch. So tomorrow marks the 1 week away from early access launch, of course. There's no hero that's essential, but a really helpful hero would be like the EV2. Sylvia. You'd be ice skating, won't see it. They haven't had a dev stream with much information in it in so long. Doug, what's going on? How you been? I mean, there will be info, but it's not going to be, other than some art reveals and gameplay reveals, I doubt we'll get any info that's we don't already know. Then, of course, I'll have like a update news video tomorrow afternoon after it's all said and done. I've done 65 AP resets, Lalazo, so you get 5% for each one. So I'm at what? 325%? Alright, what was the last one? Return of Maldonis. is my favorite map right here. I don't know. I just have always loved this map. I'll let most people hate it. Well, PC will have it February 21st, Doug, in early access. DDA is the new Dungeon Defenders game that's coming, Brian. Dungeon Defenders Awakened releases on PC early access next Friday, a week from tomorrow. It is the future. We don't need to worry about our buff being perfect for this lane. Actually, it's still going to end up being perfect for this lane. Here we go. Nah, Crystalline Twin Blade cannot have heavy on it, Royal. It's quite unfortunate, too. Because that's an awesome looking pole arm. That is one just badass looking pole arm for sure. What's going on there, Takis? How you doing? Oops. I don't put it in a tree. There we go. There's a few of those pole arms. The spooky pole arm, I can't remember the name of it now. The Wailing Glaive that drops on this map looks really cool. Tired like always when I stream. That's fair. I'm not sure on that Indigo Crush one, Royal. The Infernal Combustor, man. Take a look at the Infernal Combustor. In my opinion, that's the best looking one. Thing looks awesome. And those definitely drop heavy. What's going on there, HH? I think it's automated. Might as well cleanse. Cleanse the little dealy bobs. Looks like they're all cleansed. Not seeing any chests, any of the spooky chests anywhere. I'll have to look around. Oh, onboard got them all. Fair enough, fair enough. Easy to miss the ones down here. I'm not seeing any. Alright, Tychus. Well, thanks for swinging by, man. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, this map is pretty much on AFK farm for me there, HH, so there's no doubt that that we will get it done. Ooh, there's one. Kill me! There we go, we got the monk. And there's that wheeling glaive right there. That's a good looking pole arm. Oh no! Ooh, saved by the double jump. Yeah, that glaive is disappointing. There's not a massive selection of heavy weapon ones in the game. That's why I did things like finding this one and converting it to legendary. There's a ton that are light. And I think the reason was back in the day, light weapons were the monk meta. Before, when everybody just meleeed on them and nobody did the ranged attacks or worrying about the nuke. Light was the favorite from most players, and they ended up making so many weapons that were light and medium that didn't roll heavy. I think because of that. And then now, of course, the meta has swapped to heavy. There's some good looking ones though. Coming on there, Straight Clash. Oh, I don't know about that, HH. That might be a bit of a stretch. Oops. Where's Quibs at? Get off me, dang it. You have to get an old version of Android. I don't know the version that it is, Charles, but it's an old version of Android that will still run Dungeon Defender's Second Wave. It's a pain in the butt, basically. I mean, you can make it happen if you really want it. On your mobile device, but you are going to have to back out to a really old version of Android and download it that way. How many items do I have on DD2? I've got all of them. I mean, I've been playing the game for a long time. I have everything in the game. Oh, how many hours? Like 10,000. It's probably more like 12,000 now. I don't even know. I don't mod anything. Charles. so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have the first idea. I know that's what killed the PlayStation and Xbox communities, though, was all the modded items. Yeah, I still play DD1. It's a great game. Actually, sometime in this next week, I'm going to be doing a DD1 events giveaway on stream. That'll be over on Twitch. I've done the YouTube one here already. Yeah, I'm on PC, Charles. I'm always on PC unless I state otherwise. Well, I mean, mods is like on PC is a good thing, but it wasn't like, I mean, there was hackers on PC, don't get me wrong. That's where it all began. But there's a lot of good mods on PC. It's Steam Workshop support, you know? So there's like custom maps and I mean, there's a lot of good as well. It's just the term modding is used to describe actual modifying the game files, but also a term used to describe hacked loot is the thing. So like, I mean, modding as far as like the Steam Workshop goes, that was a wonderful thing. Modding as far as what happened on Xbox was a travesty, you know. Two totally different meanings of the exact same word. But there was a lot of really awesome custom maps and stuff. Just as I just said when you asked the first time, Charles, I am always on PC, unless I say otherwise. Trust me, if I ever do an Xbox stream, it'll be in very big letters. Xbox. I assure you. So I'm always on PC, basically. Alright, was that all of them? That was all of Prime 4, I think. Yeah, see, I mean, in DD1 on PC, there was two different game modes. There was open and ranked. Real players played on ranked. So, on open, you could do whatever you want. You could cheat everything, you could make mods to make yourself ultra powerful, but that wasn't the real game mode. The real game mode was ranked, and everyone who took the game seriously and was actually played through it and was part of the community and everything, they were all on ranked, so it didn't matter what people on open mode did. It's like, do whatever you want. You know, you don't count. It's open mode. Open mode is what gave the modders the tools to be able to make the awesome maps and stuff like that. But it also opened the game up to massive cheats. So the cheats weren't usable in ranked mode, only in open mode. Bunch of poo, sadly. Well, I need an Xbox first, Geek. My Xbox blew up. But I had hoped to do an Xbox stream before DDA launched. Yeah, because the game base, the player base got destroyed by all of the modding. So everybody quit to go play other games, you know? I'm not playing any of the Borderlands games now, but I have played all of them. So we got Revenge of the Yeti, Spectral Assault, and Altar of the Athame. Doesn't really matter which one we do first. Let's just see what pops up first on the list. Looks like Spectral Assault is popping up first. Yeah, the Borderlands games were all awesome. The only problem with them is they're so short. And the grind to get like a perfect steamroll set up is just doesn't take very long. So that's sadly one of the downsides about the Borderlands game is they cost a fortune and you don't get near as much playtime out of them. But they're all awesome games. I love them. It's one of my favorite game franchises. Just doesn't have very much replay value, sadly. I mean, once you play through the story on all 4 characters, or however many characters are available, then you're just basically waiting for DLC to hit, you know? Which is fine, and I'll continue to play through all the DLCs too. I love that franchise. You can still play Dungeon Defenders on PS3, but there's no multiplayer, is there? It's offline only, isn't it? Or can you join maps with other people? I thought it was offline only. On PC, the game's extremely active still. You can find matches all day long on PC. Like more than in DD2. You go through all 3 servers on DD2 and count up the number of public games available, and then log into DD1. Not all the time, but most of the time there's more games listed in DD1 public right now than in all of DD2 at the same time. Take it easy there, HH. Enjoy. We got Quibs making a break for it. Shoot. Are we going to lose? We're going to lose. God dang it. That's disappointing. All these monks and not one person nuked them. It happens. It's part of the game. I don't have a very good one now, Mo Gray. My GPU fried a couple of months ago, and I'm using an old RX 580. Got to be ready to go when I queue it up there, Michael. You know it's going to fill up right away. So you got to be there ready to jump in, man. Mr. Siege Roller. Nah, DD2's not crossplay. One of those things that would be just completely awesome if it was, but it's not, you know. It's not an option. It will never be crossplay. The only hopes we have for a Dungeon Defenders game being crossplay is Dungeon Defenders Awakened, the upcoming. I hope so too, Shelly. I mean, every co-op game in 2020. Come on, game devs and platforms. Yeah, I mean, obviously Fortnite helped out the whole crossplay world quite a bit. If it wasn't for Fortnite, crossplay would probably still not be happening in a lot of games. I know some had it that was unassociated with Fortnite, but every co-op game needs to have crossplay. Well, I'm using that 580 now. Thanks for subscribing there, Mo. I do appreciate it. When I'm playing in a group, I almost never do. When I'm playing solo, I do all the time. No, DDA is not free, thank God. No microtransactions and inventory space bullshit and all that crap we gotta deal with in DD2. So I am ecstatic that it's not going to go with the greedy free-to-play model of games past. Alright, Geek, take it easy, man. Thanks for swinging by. Stupid assassin. It's $40. No. You can pre-order it right now. It's preorder.dungeondefenders.com. Next wave, we're going to have to do the knights. Just play it. Prime 1 is just slightly above Chaos 7 difficulty. So, just try it. You'll probably find it's not as difficult as you think. Someone's been doing the nights? Oh, I haven't been paying attention. Oops. I didn't even realize. I always ignore the knights. If I'm soloing it, I ignore them all the way through. And I push the entire build all the way into the spawn. But of course, since it's a little bit more difficult in a group because of the health scaling. Yeah, usually, well, normally I only do it on the wave 5. Come on, you stupid assassin. There we go. Oh, I wasn't even close. What are you talking about? Those things can wail on that core forever. Just having one knight up there shooting the core. I mean, it can just sit there and spray at the core for like a minute. It's crazy. I'm surprised they didn't make them a little bit tougher, to be honest. To make the map itself just more of a challenge. Because, I mean, like right now, if you've got a solid team, or if you're doing it solo, you can completely ignore those knights altogether, you know? I got 2 Chaos 8 amps today, getting lucky on the amps. Not that I need them, but getting lucky on the amps anyway. Not getting anything else. Let me see. Is it time yet? 28 more minutes. Need to get back over 100 Chaos 8 amps. I'm sure it will at some point. Alright. Now what else do we have in this one? Mr. Forgetful over here. Alter the Theme, Revenge of the Yeti. Oops. We'll make it public. Here we go. Yeah, you have to do all of them to get each, the hyper shard from each tier. There we go. Thanks for subscribing there, Blackstreet. I'm just doing the set maps today, Michael. I'm not doing anything else today. Make sure not to spawn camp this one too close. I'm gonna put this other Aura back. I'm actually worried that Flame Aura is a little bit close. I don't want any of the little books getting stuck in the spawns. What does that leave us? 120. Should have backed it up just a little bit more. Oh crap, God, I always forget about the stupid flyers. I don't need flyer defense on this one. I always forget that. They're not flyers, they're those assassin thingies. Let me get rid of all this. I'm always forgetting that this is different. Watches them like a podcast, fair enough. There we go. I think we all good now, right? Yeah, we should be good. Don't spawn camp them, y'all. Those books will drop inside the spawn. We won't be able to get them. Let them out. Let them out. What's going on there, Omni? How many we got up there? We've only got one up there. And there we go. Well, you might as well get them all. There, Michael. I mean, never hurts to have two, right? Use Deadly Strikes, Boosted Grasp, and Destruction. Exclamation spotlights in chat will get you a full rundown of all of the defenses I use and all of the hero builds I use. Oh, almost fell off the world. Well, I mean, you could do them on your own. If you've done all the masteries, there's no reason you can't do the prime incursions. I mean, you don't have to just wait for me to do it to be able to do it, you know? Picking auto board here now. What's going on there, John? Yeah, I'm on PC on Steam, if that's what you're asking. Oh, well, you didn't ask for the server. It's US West. It says so right in the title. Ooh, missed out on that one. Sorry, on board. I'm ringing them bells. I would put it into defense power personally there, Darkness. You'll find that the 1 point isn't going to really be significant, but I would put it into defense power. Not going to make it. Nope, barely made it. Nope, didn't make it. My Steam's list is full. There, John, I'm not currently adding anyone. You can join my Steam group. Is an easy way to get into matches with me. David, what's going on? Oof. This assassin, that little purple glow, just does not want to leave me. Crazy. Shoot. Are we gonna make it? No. Ain't gonna make it. We're gonna have to do another wave here. Oh, don't hit me. Don't hit me, bro. There's a crap ton of assassins out right now. Holy shit. There we go. Very nice. Is it present time? Is it time? Thank God for Christmas trees in February, right? They should just leave that bad boy up there year round. That'll keep us logging in every day. It's strategic, Chromatic. It's strategic. Leave the tree up all year. Oh, 15 more minutes. So close. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, here's a 10 out of 10. Oh, boo. What a POS. Alright, y'all. Hop in for the free POS mod. Nah, I'm not. I've got zero expectations on what we're gonna hear tomorrow, David. Alright, now which one was left here? Spectral, Revenge of the Yeti we haven't done yet. Juicy, juice, whatever. Nah, it was like 28 minutes before that one. On board. Or 23 minutes or something like that. Alright, we got Frostyliciousness. I'm gonna grab me a little Lava Moonster. Set that in the lane up to ignore. And we'll set this lane up to ignore as well. Now the rest of the lane's gonna have to go really light. But so let's see, maybe we won't have to. Maybe we'll have enough. 440 left, that's 220 per. That's not terrible. Oh, I made it private? God dang it. I was gonna stream some Factory Town, David. I've been wanting to finish that playthrough, but I had promised everybody I would do 4, 5, and 6 today. I'm getting to the point in Factory Town where I can start actually thinking and not just throwing stuff down. I like this one, it's critical. The Carnival skin is my favorite for sure. Revenge of the Yeti. Let's try this again. It says public this time. I'm doing all of 4, 5, and 6, John. I'll get to Prime 6 next, actually. It's after this map, Prime 6. Here's people. You know what? There's no need to overkill it. I ain't gonna overkill it like that. For one down. Just for a little ignore factor. Homeboard got the tenacity. Yeah, I don't think that's very realistic, sadly, Dave. I mean, at this point, I think the best bet would be to hope for early in the quarter. They said third quarter, right? And third quarter is what? June, July, and August? Or no, July, August, September? April, May, January, February, March. Yeah, July, August, September. So hope for very early. Early in the quarter. And that leaves me, what, 230 for up top here. I like it. Sweet. We should be good. The last day of the third quarter. That's terrible, Shelly. Terrible. I hope it's the first day of the third quarter. Onboard spelt it wrong, so Nebu spelt it wrong. I didn't either, Onboard. I saw that he had spelt it wrong in stream chat, and then I looked down in game. You guys know I never look at in-game chat when I'm streaming. We got us a straggler. See if I can snag some mana here. We'd have to get you on PC there, Shellyland, is all. Got to break down like Fisk and a lot of other people are breaking down and firing up the old PC. Well, I mean, remember that you don't have to just use Dryad there, Rise. Use multiple heroes. Don't just use one. Anytime you use just one hero to try to do everything with, you're seriously limiting your build potential, you know? There's the Squire's probably the closest thing to being like a full well-rounded hero. But most heroes are just not... I mean, that's just not how the game's set. The game is set up to use multiple heroes. So use defenses that complement each other. And don't just use one of anything. The last floor I did was floor 500. I don't plan on doing any more Onslaught. Onslaught is not very rewarding. It's pretty difficult to stay motivated to sit there and do Onslaught. But floor 500 I put on the channel on New Year's Day. So just look back to January 1st. And floor 500 is there. Well, I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing that, Rise, but just don't use just one hero to build with. And remember that the Ignite combo is... Although it's super cool looking, it's without a doubt the least effective of all the combos. It looks amazingly cool, but that's it. You know, what really looks cool is when you freeze a mob and then you light them on fire. Then it's even cooler, because it's a burning ice cube, you know? You would think it would be better than it is, Rise. There's really only two combos that are heavily used. That's Electrocute and Petrify. Electrocute is water and storm, and Petrify is poison and earth. Those are the two most effective combos. The Shatter combo used to be really good, but it's kind of stinks now too. I'm gonna make one of those, Shelly. I gotta find a good, I haven't been able to find, what I'm looking for is, there's that image, I think it's from one of the games. It's an image from one of the games that's like Batman standing over Gotham City with the bat signal going in the sky next to him. I wish I could find a high definition version of that image, which I've looked and looked and looked and I cannot find one. But if I could find a good, a good bat signal image, you know I'm going to make one of those. These are really good with the air. I'm not even going to go there, Danny. Not even going to go there. Terrible. Danny's mean. Almost hit replay. Alright, so we are moving onward to Prime 6. I just remember on flyers, when you're in Chaos 7, you need to be able to outrange the flying kobolds, the EMP dive bombers. And archers will have a really tough time with that, even at max range, is the only downside. I think really archers needed a little range buff, personally, that they never got. I need something in, I mean, ideally in a minimum of 1080p, Shelly. I mean, I could settle for a 720p and make it work, but all the images I find are like 400 resolution. They're just really, really low. Alright. Oh, Christmas tree, Christmas tree. Or pardon me, the spring tree. The spring tree, what's it got? Oh my god, finally. I think this is day 21, y'all. Day 21. And I finally got a legendary present. Shelly Lynn was right. She's good luck. See what we got. We got 1.25 mil. Let's see if we can go for better than 1.25 mil. There we go. And we're already beating it. We'll take it. That's what? That's 2.2. So like 2.5 mil. That is a keeper, y'all. That is a keeper. Ask. I refuse to call him Oxbow Shelly Lynn. He is the man with the golden voice. He is not Oxbow. The man with the deep bass. Alright. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Well, we only got 2 maps, right? In Prime 6, there's just the 2, I think, right? Dawn of the Blood Moon and Wyvern's Den. Which one do we want to do first, y'all? The Eye or Betsy? What do y'all think? The Eye or Betsy? Blood Moon? Alright. Blood Moon was the first one, so that's what we will do. Now, where are you, Blood Moon? There it is. The Prime maps are fun. Oh, if you're not logged in waiting to join the match, Super, there is 0 chance you're gonna make it in, dude. I hate to be negative, but that's just fact. We got lots of mana to spend on this one. Canister drop, pretty please, says Onboard. You know how many maps it took me to get my canister on this map there, Onboard? Onboard doesn't want to hear it. I got the EV's weapon can on this map on the very first time I ran it. So lucky. Oh wow, man, we got so much left over. Put this up a little further. Well, we got 230 left over. Let's get a spammer in there, and let's throw one out here too. And then that leaves what, 130? Hey, what, we could go 50 and 50 here and then just watch the other lane. Let's do that. We'll go 50-50. And then it leaves enough for one flamer right here. Dude, we can't sneak it in. There we go. Perfect. Prime is above the Chaos levels difficulty. Basically, Chaos 1 through 7 is... It's not really, but it's almost like it's an advanced tutorial. It's like a tutorial to set you up for endgame. It introduces you to all of the Chaos enemies and what they do. And then... Primes are a much higher difficulty version of the other incursions. Starts off low and works its way up. Like the first map in Prime 1, I think is only like maybe like floor 32 or floor 35 difficulty, something relatively low. Where Chaos 7 ends at floor 32. You should use whatever you want to use, Destroyer. Whatever you like the most is what you should use. There's no special enemies or no tricks in adventure mode. Use literally anything you want. Whatever you think's cool. Nah, there's no multiple volcano shard. That would have been cool though. I wouldn't have complained about that. Probably because DD2's been under development for almost 7 years, and DDA is not even launched yet, would be my guess. There, 10. Can't compare apples and grapefruits, man. It's got to be apples to apples, you know? You want to see what DD2 looked like at the same stage where DDA is at? I just posted a video yesterday of my first ever run in DD2. Go take a look at that video. And then ask the same question, you know? Destruction, Deadly Strikes, and Defense Rate are the main 3 shards that will get you through the game there, Kevin. Those 3 shards alone are what will do it. Relics are all relics. There's only 2 types. One for walls and one for damaging defenses. So use medallions with Destruction, Defense Rate, and Deadly Strikes. On every defense in the game will beat Chaos 7. The Flame Aura is the boost aura. That was the OG there, myself. The boost aura, or what we know as the boost aura now, was the Serenity aura back then. And it was really good. It was too good. It was good enough where Trendy said, Nerf bat. It was that good. So sadly, we ended up with the boost aura that we've got now. Which is useful. But it's not what that old Serenity aura used to be, that's for damn sure. What's going on there, Gabriel? You want to push as high as far as you can in Onslaught there in Furia. So I would say at a minimum, don't consider resetting before like floor 70. But you want to go as high as you can before your first reset. And it will make all of your resets so smooth in comparison if you just do that one thing. Buff beams are usable, but they're more of a novelty than anything. Buff beams took the worst nerf in DD2's history, in my opinion. They were really good. Now it's just a novelty to use them to try to flex and see big numbers. Oh, no problem. Feel free to ask away. These guys killing Treat. Treat ain't making it nowhere. There is no instance in the game where it's worth using a buff beam over other defenses other than just flexing Omni. You telling new players that, man. Terrible. I mean, if your buff beam isn't even perfectly modded, it's not worth using at all. You know? It requires perfection just for even the novelty purpose of it. Deadly Strikes is a Chaos 3 shard, Kevin. Well, yeah, I mean, if you guild it, you're going to get better results, for sure, in Furia. It's not required to guild it, but you will get much better results if you do, you know? The main thing with gilding shards is not so much their effectiveness in making it easier when you're doing your first AP resets, but you're saving gold. And if you plan on doing a lot of AP resets, that gold can really stack up. One board got clobbered. The special enemies, the spooky enemies that spawn on this map do hit like a absolute truck. There's no doubt. Well, you're not going to be focused on your mods for AP resets in Furia, because all of your gear gets leveled down to campaign level. Well, you just have to be honest with people and tell them why you're doing it. You're doing it for fun and for flexing, not for effectiveness. You tell new players that they should be using it, and then they go use it, and then they're gonna look at you like, "What are you talking about? This thing's a POS," you know. You would want to set a buff beam up just like a boost aura. The only difference is the buff beam doesn't have any utility. Is the main problem with the buff beam. Where a boost aura has really good utility, and it's very easy to get the coverage that you're looking for. You don't get that with a buff beam. It's sad. You guys know the EV is my favorite hero. Why is everybody at the wrong side of the map? The boss is over here, y'all. He over here. Oh, he hit me. Don't hit me, bro. Everybody stand in a reflect beam. He won't stand a chance. Let's see if we get an ingot. Doesn't look like we're gonna get one. Boo. Where's our ingot at? Exclamation nuke in chat. If you're in, you gotta remember that I'm using endgame builds. This is an endgame game mode, so I'm using endgame builds for it, you know? Exclamation nuke in chat will get you a link to this build. Exclamation spotlights in chat. 8 days, Losen. 8 days. Don't be adding no extra days now. John, I'm tempted to not even do the Betsy map. I told you what I'm doing, right? I'm doing 4, 5, and 6. Well, what's left? Yet you keep persistently typing it in. I'm pretty tempted to just not do it altogether. Well, it's 8 days by realism time. I guess if you want to round down, we'll call it 7 days. I like where you're going there, Miracle Star. 7 days. 7 days sounds way better. Anyway, somebody asked me earlier about the right click and the nuke monk, but let me show you. $160 million DPS with the right click is what I spiked up to. So yeah, the nuke monk is the right click monk. I didn't get anything on board. At least you got a celebration. I'd rather have a celebration than nothing, right? Celebration is like... That's like a few thousand gold, man. Alright, here we go. The girl herself. Don't need the buff, the booster. Oh my god, dude. Get off my nuts. Let me place my damn defenses, for God's sakes. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. It's just nothing more irritating. Got lots of extras here. What do we want to do with the extras? More sky guards. What do we got left? 160. If we're gonna do that, we might as well make the sky guards entertaining, right? And 40 more. We'll save the 40. Yeah, exclamation FA in chat there, Derive. Exclamation FA for Flame Aura. Exclamation Spotlights will get you a link to all of my stuff. Never know, might get lucky. Might not have to rebuild. I mean, we'll have to rebuild at some point. But hopefully we get lucky and it's a minimum. Spotlights there, Thomas, with an S. S on the end. I'm going to add that build in as soon as the stream's over today. Three? Jeez, myself. That's not very optimistic. Let's see, where's it gonna be? Well, there's one. You guys didn't have the lane right. We want to sneak it in front? Let's do it. LSA is getting it. Move it up here. Looks good there. This one here is rebuild proof, y'all. We don't have to rebuild this one at all. In fact, I'm so confident I'm going to upgrade it. I should have saved the mana for the Sky Guards, but whatever. I'm doing it anyway. Too much lag. I can get rid of the Sky Guards. I'll take the lag away. Or get rid of the Earth Shatters, I mean. Take the lag away. Oof, wrecked. And I got wrecked right in the face. Ain't no sneaking that one in. This one's just gonna have to move back. There we go. Did we get hit on the other side too? No, we're good there. Yeah, but it was right lane myself. He said how many times I would have to rebuild the right lane. I haven't rebuilt the right lane at all. I guess if you're looking at the map this way, we can call that one the right lane. Middle right. Oh, I didn't see the middle right. Oh, I believe you on board. I don't need to scroll up. What's going on there, young goat? Unless these guys want to kill it. I mean, if you guys want to manually kill Betsy, you don't need to upgrade the Sky Guards. But if you want to just chillax and watch Betsy die, then you need to upgrade the Sky Guards. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, we got a freebie. Oh, we got 2 freebies. Love it. It's a percentage of swing speed, Furia. It's a stat that you should probably just ignore, because the difference between 1% and 20% is only a tenth of a second. So it's like, I mean, from minimum to maximum, it's just an insignificant amount of change to the actual swing speed. But in theory, it's normalized, so the faster the swing, the less damage it does per hit. So it really doesn't matter whether you have a higher or lower number. And it's just a really small difference. There was a player back in the day, Pandinator, that made a little GIF with the 2 swings right over top of each other. I wish I could find that, because he did a fantastic job with it, and it shows the difference between 1% and 20%. And it's like, I mean, without having like that frame by frame animation, watching the Squire swing, it's just practically impossible to tell the difference. You know, it's such a small amount. Skyguard's getting destroyed. What? How the heck is Skyguard's getting destroyed? Don't matter now. On board, I ain't rebuilding it. I ain't worried about no wave 5 curses. They haven't set a time, Richard. They actually specifically said that they don't know the exact time yet. But I'm very curious as to that myself, because it's going to be early in the morning for me. I want to know what time I need to wake up, you know? Get wrecked, Betsy! She gone. It'll be early. Well, I mean, depending on where you're at geographically. Like, I'm on the West Coast. It'll be, like, between 6 and 9 a.m. for me, I'm betting. Oh, nice, Patrick. That's awesome, man. I tried to get some of my family members to play it, but nobody was interested. My wife plays once a year or whatever, probably. And my son played through the campaign and was like, yep, cool game, man. I'm done. But yeah, it's always fun to play any game you can as a family, you know? That's awesome. Nah, DD2's servers aren't going anywhere. In fact, I'm confident to say they'll probably be around for a long time. It's a free-to-play game, so there will always be players hopping in and checking out DD2, you know? Nah, there's no more updates for DD2 planned as far as content, from what they've said so far. But, I mean, we weren't supposed to get the Prime Incursions that we just completed either. So we got, they've already given us one little nice surprise in the game. No loot for me today. Anyway, y'all, that is it for today. See, question about DD2 and DDA. Same gear over, or is it going to be... It'll be different. It'll be more like DD1, Patrick. DDA is more like DD1. That's what Richard meant to say. It will be more similar to DD1 as far as the gearing, so you won't have to worry about like all the mods and shards and all that stuff. It'll just be about your raw stats. Yeah, exclamation FA in chat there, Derive, like I mentioned before. Here you go, y'all. You interested in flame arrows? There they is. You want to look at any other of my builds, they are all going to be right there. Yeah, Shelly brought the luck, that's for sure. But anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for today. Thank you all absolute ton for swinging by. I do appreciate it. DDA is what? It's a week and some change away. A week and a little bit of change. And we'll have some DDA. I like that rounding down better than rounding up thing. But anyway, thanks a ton all. Hopefully everybody's having a great week. And don't forget, Chromatic is doing a dev stream tomorrow at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So that'll be on their Twitch channel. I'll be alive immediately after on Twitch to discuss what we learn or whatever we see in the dev stream tomorrow. But thanks a ton, y'all. And I will see you next time. Take it easy.